All right, so Terrell Owens said that he only dates white women because he was made fun of as a kid for being dark skinned.
Did he say I only date white women because I was
No,
made fun?
no, he didn't say he only dates white women, but he
Okay.
is open to dating white women.
Okay.
And I ain't mad at him for that.
What the
Like,
fuck is the problem here?
like as a dark skinned child, yeah, I caught all that heat. I caught all that. Hey, you dark skinned niggas. Like, and I grew up in the 80s slash early 90s. So yeah, I was
Hey,
in the
look.
middle of
You
that
saying it
war.
from a very dark skinned position right now.
I am. I'm definitely speaking. I'm definitely. I'm speaking my reality.
Because I see very little of you right now.
Yeah. All right. So let me turn on this
Man.
light. There we go. Look,
Hey.
dark skinned. It took a while for my dark skinnedness to be accepted. And I get how that can lead you to be like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm gonna go where I get the attention, where I get the love. So yeah, I ain't mad at T.O. for that.
Now, how people got to the point of being upset with him was where I was confused. That man said black women didn't like me when I went to college. I wanted to date them. They didn't want to date me, so I fuck with women that would fuck with me. He said that didn't deter me from seeking out black women. However, the success rate wasn't nothing to write home about. And he got all kinds of. If you got a preference, just say that. If you just want what, that ain't what he said.
It's yeah, it's a
We
lot
can't
of
leave no room for accountability in the situation. Mm, maybe sisters do be prejudging and saying a little bit of shit too harsh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a lot of looking at the results and not looking at what led. Looking at the actions and not looking at the causes. Because
That
the way
part.
that he put it is this was a result of the actions of the feelings that I was getting. Like yeah, they didn't want me, so I went to who did.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't be mad at him for that. If a black woman said, yeah, I wanted black men, but when I tried, they didn't want me, so I went to who wanted me. You can't be mad at that. And it's not some other. You can't put any other connotation on it besides what that person said because you can't speak for that person's truth. You can't speak for that person's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So I stand with T.O.
I stand with T.O. Y'all sound ridiculous trying to condemn that man and put him in the corner of only fucking with white women or he has a preference. Sometimes motherfucker has a preference because of their options or lack thereof.
Mm-hmm.
I need black women to understand that most black men seek y'all first.
Yeah.
Y'all what we want initially. We typically go where we can get it because we men. But every black man that I know personally tried it with black women first. For the
Mm.
most part. It might be one, maybe two. That's a little
And
different.
all right, so and do we categorize the willingness to date other races with a self hate? I don't accept that.
Not off top. I think that there has to be you have to assess it. You can't just assume that because a person dates outside of their race that they hate themselves.
Yeah,
Now, if a person dates exclusively outside their race, then I think it's fair to say, or I think it's fair to question, you hate yourself.
I don't think so.
If they date
Like
exclusively outside their race,
if they date exclusively outside their race, maybe that's what they're attracted to.
why
Again,
though?
maybe because this is what they think looks good.
But
That
aren't we
doesn't that
attracted
doesn't
to
mean
things?
that they don't like their own features. This is just what they prefer.
But generally, isn't attraction derived from familiarity or similarities?
No,
No.
no, no. I don't think that just because you're around a certain race that you will automatically think that that race is the only thing that attracts you, that that is the most attractive race. I don't think that at all.
Not that. Well, I think that there's a need in us to preserve the things that are unique to us. So if you're an individual of a certain characteristic, I think it is like um instinctual to try to proliferate that. I want what I am to go forward. You know, like that's an innate, like just baser, primal, instinctual default. Put more of me here.
Mm, Uh, I don't think those. Like I don't think you can instantly connect those two dots.
I mean, okay.
Like just because a person has a preference or likes one race over another, that doesn't mean that they feel that their race is uglier.
No, no, no,
No,
no, no,
this
no,
is
no, 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 no.
or
I mean, I
they
mean,
hate people
hold on,
of their race.
hold on. Let's nail this part down. The instinctual desire to replicate yourself. You saying you don't agree with that?
No, I don't think there's an instinctual desire to replicate yourself. I don't think that that means that you're going to try to create yourself exactly the way you are. No,
Not a carbon copy, but a facsimile of me, a resemblance of me. If my kids came out and they had nothing of me in them, I would be disappointed.
even if they were your kids. If so if your kids looked exactly like your wife, you would be disappointed.
Yeah, I think they would probably. I think there would be a part of me that would be disappointed. I would think I would. I would want, and I mean, I'm not in this position because I see some of me in both of my children. But it's just like I would want to see some of myself there. Not necessarily that that person has to be me as a copy, but you want to see a part of you in that. And I think you diminish your chances to see that when you pick a partner that's completely dissimilar to you.
Mm. I don't I don't see it as that. I feel like you create you want your legacy to live on, your bloodline, your lineage. I don't
Yeah.
feel like you go out of your way to make sure that all right, my kid's gonna be fully African American. My kid's gonna be fully black. I don't think that people who don't have that intention, who feel like I so I am attracted to this person or this type of people, and I understand that that's going to create my future, my legacy as lighter. I don't feel like that means that they instantly hate their own skin tone.
Okay. I would think that there was something there. I want to dig down on it to figure out why, and I would have a suspicion that maybe there is a self esteem or a self appreciation issue. But I don't necessarily get that from To. I don't know if he necessarily hated himself, and that could be what it is. I don't know him personally, so it's hard to diagnose an individual that you don't know. Um, and that you know only in a sports context. Like he's a very very brash. He seems very confident. He seems very very self indulged. Looking at him as an athlete, but then knowing the things you know about him, he seems also damaged, insecure, hurt, retarded developmentally in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
So you feel that there's underlying issues.
Yeah, I think there's underlying issues there. Um, so that's the difference with him. So maybe with him in particular, it could be some other shit. But generally, I think that people want to see some of themselves go on because you have that esteem about yourself. I don't know personally. I might be a bit of a how the man with no name said narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
I might be narcissistic a little bit, and it might be me just not want to hold all his weight by myself. But I think others are also narcissistic, and they have a selfish need to see a part of them continue, see a part of them in something else, see a part of them celebrated.
All
You know,
right, I can give you that. However, you don't. Do you feel that that's not possible if you procreate with someone outside of your race?
no, but I think it's most likely when I procreate with someone inside of my race. How do I increase my chances of this happening? How do I best attain my overall goal?
Mm-hmm. I
Um,
don't think that is people's overall goal when they procreate. When they procreate, I feel like your goal is to create a better version of you, not just physically, but personality wise, emotion wise. You have children in order to make a better version of you.
okay.
Like nobody wants their children to be where they are. They want their children to exceed the position that they're in. And I think that's the most important thing. I feel like you can create yourself through another person, no matter regardless of the color. Like, hey, so if I was to should have a baby by a white chick, there's still going to be parts of me in this kid. Want that never happened, but yeah, there's still going to be parts of me in this kid, regardless of what color they are.
Mm-hmm.
You're a self-hating racist.
Hey, I ain't saying nobody's a self-hating racist. I'm just saying
It's possible they could be self-hating racists if they choose to only
That
date white.
part.
I ain't saying you is. I'm just saying, hey, let me check your temperature right quick.
Is you is or is you ain't a racist?
Let me take this Q-tip and do a little swab just to make sure you ain't positive.